So basically I've pulled about 9 images that we're going to put on the blog, and we're going to finish these images in the way that I would if these were final prints that the client chose for her images. This is a senior session. So this is the lasso tool, and I'm going a little slower than I normally do because I'm talking, but I've got it at about 50 pixels, the feathering, and I just go around, and there's probably 800,000 ways to do this and faster, but this is how I do it because it's just always how I've done it. Go to select inverse, so it kind of reverses it, and then I'm going to work on the copy, layer copy, and then I'm going to go up and just pull down the curve, so everything outside of her.
Oh, so everything outside of like her silhouette is getting touched up? Okay.
So we'll get darkened, see?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's kind of creepy cool, actually. Ooh, maybe I should keep it that dark. Okay, normally I would never keep it that dark, but and I'm sure you're not going to get the great effect inside that camera, but I like it.
Yeah, actually it looks pretty good.
Doesn't that look kind of creepy cool? Okay, so we'll keep that. So we did that. We flatten it. Now here is a hugely annoying thing that you deal with when you own studios or own spaces. This right here, that little light socket, you have to have a certain amount of electrical outlets. It's just the law, and that are visible and you can use. And so what I have to do is,
now it's gone.
Yep, I have to get rid of them, and I hate that. I actually try with everything in me to avoid even shooting where the outlets are, but this girl's name is Maddie, and I wanted to keep my M in her picture because I know she's gonna like that.
That was
gonna be cool.
That was pretty easy though.
Yeah, but then you add it by like 20 or 30 images,
yeah,
and then it starts to suck. Okay, so Maddie, I'm also gonna touch up her nose. Now these images are going to be small on the blog, so I don't have to get as detailed as I would if she were buying, like, say, a 16 by 20 on this. These stray hairs, I tend to not really worry about when I'm blogging, and some people will say that that's a horrible thing and I should worry about all of it. But like I said earlier, when you're shooting the number of sessions that we are in a week, I don't care. And I probably should.
Yeah, that kind of shadowed up the M a little bit.
Yeah.
Aha.
So I'm not going to get as specific as I could and come in and get all of this. And then, like I said, this is going to be like 100 DPI, so when we're 100 pixels or whatever.
I really like it dark like that.
I do too. I'm kind of excited.
And she it makes her pop out more, you know.
Yeah, I'm bugged about this, but that's what that's on the wall, so we'll just kind of keep it and see. Yeah, I'm kind of pumped. That's kind of cool. All right, so this one, gosh dang it. And we work so hard with these people to get rid of these stupid stray hairs. But she just had really, really stringy hair. That will get charged extra. If it were just like these stray hairs right here, I wouldn't charge extra for. That's just natural. But this is ridiculous. And we worked hard through this whole session to keep those out of her face and out of the way. And it actually took a lot of time in the session to be like, okay, we've got to stop everything and try and get your hair to spray your hair and fix it. So we did everything we could during the session. And if they want this kind of stuff fixed, it's going to be $25 per image to fix it, because that's just ridiculous.
Plus, like, I don't think you would be able, can you get it like perfect? I mean,
yes, yeah, you can get it perfect, yeah. But it takes time.
I would, yeah, because that's like a lot.
Time. And if it's something that I miss, like if I have a client who has a necklace on and there's some dust spots, and let's say the clasp is hanging down, I consider that my fault. I should have seen that. Not all photographers will agree with me, and that's fine. But I consider that something that I should have seen. She looks a little red. So if I don't, so I'll fix that quietly and not even say anything to the client. But if it's something that I've made aware to them, and there's just no fixing it, we're just stuck with that, then I absolutely leave that to them. That one is kind of like what we did with her brother a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge print that's on my wall. I'm going to pull this down. She's not a big girl at all, but she's got a more rounder face. So just try to... So we tried to use like a grid on her to really kind of bring this down and hide her chin a little bit and hide down here. I'm not a fan of short sleeves at all. Kind of works here. That's so cute. I love that. There's not too much I want to do here. I'll probably brighten her eyes because it was getting kind of late when we were shooting this. These are actions that I have that we start to use when we're touching up images. For proofs, we don't really touch any of this. We just tell them, all right, you know, here's what we're going to do. Here's what this will look like in the end. Here's what we can do here, here, and here. But they're still just seeing proofs because you add that time up and it's just a ridiculous waste of time to touch up. Like this girl's going to have, because she did a location and an in-studio, so she's going to have 60-something images to look at and to choose her investment, whatever her family's going to buy from all those images. And if I sat down and did this to 60 images, and then she bought, let's say she bought $1,200 worth of product, but they were only 5 images that they purchased from. Well, I just wasted my time playing with 55 other images.
Right.
So, like I said, I'll do a little bit of it for the blog. Even then, I'm just not as picky as some people are. And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being picky. I prefer picky people. I prefer to hire picky people. But in my head right now, as I'm going through this, I'm thinking of the 50 other things I have to do today before I close the door. So, blogging is not quite the most important thing on my mind. Alright, so that's pretty cute.